It is the end of August, and let's see what this month has brought us. This is the tomato house. I have picked some tomatoes and brought them inside to do some jarring, but yes, we were a little bit successful. I think next year I am going to plant some more tomatoes. Here's my celery. We've been using celery in our cooking. Look how thick the stalk is. I don't think I'm going to be pulling anything out soon. Maybe month of September. Look at our broad beans. Some are also ready to pick. We do have some beets also ready to pick. Also in the sweet pea bed, I pulled everything out and replanted them. So we're gonna have some more sweet peas before the winter. And I've also planted some lettuce. I pulled out the cilantro and dill and also replanted in this area as well. We were not really successful in rosemary this year. And here's our marjoram. Over in this bed we have our onions. We have harvested. Soon we're going to be planting in our garlic for the winter season. Swiss chard. Our cabbage has grown back after the ducks have devastated this bed earlier in the month. We have harvested so many carrots. Beautiful carrots, and be making carrot and ginger juice. Look at this massive plant. This I thought was a zucchini plant, and it was not producing any zucchini. So I was telling Christian, maybe it's a male plant. But no, if you look closely, it's not zucchini. It looks like it's a pumpkin. So only one pumpkin through this whole plant here. Also, on this trellis where I had pickles and cucumbers, I see that we have cantaloupe. Don't know where that came from. We also harvested some of the winter squash. So we have one more here. And look at our pumpkin. It's actually turning orange. There's a zucchini. My peppermint plant. Our melon area. So melons in this bed this year. Look at this one. I think this one is the biggest and pretty heavy. So what we found out is when to pick a cantaloupe or any type of melon is when the leaves start to turn yellow, and this starts to turn yellow as well, and it's easy to pick off the vine. Also, you look for this netting. See how the difference here? I also sometimes turn the melon so the sun can get to it. I don't know if that makes a difference in sweetness, but yeah, lots of melons this year, even in this bed, the second bed. And we have a couple of watermelons. Lots of cucumbers this year as well, growing off our trellis. An abundance of pickles. Check out our Instagram and Facebook to see what I have made. I try to make our own relish this year. So we're now in the beginning of September, and the weather is starting to become very cool. So we have started putting the plastic onto some of the houses. So we have the tomato house. We're soon gonna roll down this one where we're gonna have the cabbage and broccoli, and also the pepper house. So we're gonna try to make it very secure and at least have one house during the winter season. Look how beautiful these sunflowers are. So beautiful. In here we have broccoli. And some sunflowers that came through due to the turkeys last year. Not very successful with the broccoli, so what I do is, like, see here, this is broccoli. I want the full head broccoli, so last year we did have it. It's still time to start over again, but what I do is I just pull out the plant and just give it to the chickens, and they love. Here's some Brussels sprouts, and look, I started the cauliflower again. Cauliflower. So no ducks or chickens allowed in here. I want to be successful with that. And some more Brussels sprouts. Over here you're seeing seeds from the romaine lettuce. I plan on cleaning up this bed and replanting it with lettuce, carrots, and beets, just so we can have for the winter. So no more sunflowers. The sunflowers I have been taking out once they dry up, because I noticed that the birds, a lot of finch, yellow birds have come in to eat at the flowers. So I actually grow sunflowers because the chickens and ducks love to eat them. This bed was supposed to be for spinach, but as you can see, I don't like this type of spinach. It's really small leaves. I don't know what happened here this year. This one just died down, but you can see I can replant with the seeds that it produced. Just pop the seeds off and replant them if I want. But I think I prefer Swiss chard. Swiss chart I find it grows much easier. Different colors, huge leaves, and it once you cut off a leaf, it regrows just like lettuce. I did take out all the dill out of this bed and cilantro, and again replanted it with the seeds that it produced. So this is cilantro here, cilantro. But I do need to do some re-weeding. We did take out the potatoes. Not a lot of potatoes this year, but that's another thing that we have to plant before the summer. And then we have our outdoor cherry and grape tomatoes growing past 6 feet. And again, different types of tomatoes as well, ready to pick and eat. And the last thing I wanted to show you is the big difference a month can have in a greenhouse for a pumpkin, our pumpkin plant that is more than 20 feet long. And this one plant, look, it's even, I think it's even more than 20 feet because now it's extending outside the house. But this one plant has produced 7 pumpkins. Another exciting thing to show you is our peppers. Huge difference from last month with consistent watering and having the plastic down for the house to create more heat. Peppers desperately need heat to grow. And because of the cool seasons and very minimal rain this year, I felt like I wasn't going to have peppers this year. Look at this, lots of peppers. So now I definitely have to keep an eye out and make sure it gets plenty of water. And for once the season starts to get cooler, I definitely have to make sure my house is completely insulated. And one last surprise, finally this year, I did put down some organic ginger and it is starting to grow, pop up. Ginger grows nicely in pepper beds. And here's some more alongside our basil. So I'm very happy about that. Remember to like, subscribe, and keep out for other videos that we post. Check out our Instagram and Facebook account as well. See you next month at the end of September.